Alright. Might be wondering how I got all these shinies. Nope. You might be wondering how I got all these shinies. Alpha Gyarados. Nope. Might be wondering how I got all these shinies. Alpha Ampharos, Emboar, Venusaur, Greninja, Gyarados, and there's also a shiny Froakie behind the Venusaur, but you can't see it. You can't see it, but he's there. Yeah, there it is. You can see it there. So pretty much in this video, I'll be going over how to shiny hunt for any Pokemon in the Wild Zone areas with one hand. It also works for Wild Zone Area 3, it's a slightly different method. We'll go over that one first. So in Wild Area 3, I think everybody knows about the method, but all you have to do is just hold the controller down like this, and just leave it AFK. You don't have to keep at it, you just put something, just hold it down. So for me, what I usually do is put my controller like this and have something on top of it. So for example, what I do is I use my mic stand and I just have it pressed down while I go eat, while I go outside, you know, whatever. And then eventually you'll end up finding a shiny in the area. Will it be an Alpha Litleo, Floette, Gogoat, no, Skidoo. And then also there's an Esper, which people say you can't find in this area, but you definitely can, and I'll go over that in a second. Alright, so for this area, you can find, as well as a shiny Fletchling up here. He's not shiny, but, you know, it is what it is. But you can find any shiny that's, this shiny, not that shiny, this Alpha Pyroar. These kills, he doesn't fucking follow me. XP's not gonna kill, I don't think that's gonna kill. Yeah, it's not, okay. Fun. Alright, there we go. So you can all find this shiny Pyroar, Alpha Pyroar. Any Pyroar over here. There's sometimes Pam-chan spawns over here sometimes. They don't get any shinies there. There's, you can get shiny Floettes, shiny Skidoos, and there's an Alpha one here, which is cool, I guess. And then you can also get a shiny Pam-chan, which we did not get. Again, and this Esper over here, it can be shiny. To be clear, it can be shiny. People say it's a misconception that you can't get shiny Esper from this method. You can't have that one be shiny. This one can't be shiny, but the one by the fence can be shiny. So far, I've gotten 2 shiny Espers from this method. If we go over here, Esper. Where's Esper? There it is. There's 2 boxes, and we go, here's 1 shiny Esper, and here's another one. So I've got 2 shiny Espers from this method alone. It's cool. This is by far the easiest way to get a shiny Pokemon. As for Pikachu, though, you can't get it through the stair method. There's no real Pikachu that spawns along this border over here by the fence, unlike Esper. So for Pikachu, I'm going to show you the method I tend to use for all shiny Pokemon. So, you see me putting the controller down. It's over here, down the thing. And all you have to do is press A, Y, A, and then map. That's all you have to do. Because if you do Y, A, map, over and over again, it will load in. But, however, this allows you to do stuff on your phone or whatever you want to do with your other hand. It does not require your full attention. Because if you try to just press A, map, and then A, it won't go. It won't go. You have to move up your other finger and keep your attention to the other controller. So by just pressing Y and A, it might take you a bit longer, but it allows you to do other stuff while you shiny hunt. This is by far the method I've used the most to shiny hunt. Pikachu, this is a bit annoying. I'm not sure if the other one spawns or not. No, I believe he does, yeah. You can see them all there. So all Pikachu spawns, so that's what I would use to shiny hunt Pikachu. But here I'm going to show you the other areas that have some cool Pokemon opinion that you could use with this method with. So, for shiny Froakie, you have 2 options. You can either go to Area 5, he still spawns here. Froakie still spawns here, so you can press Y, A, and enter here. Just do that again and over and again. And this is I'll use shiny hunt for more Pokemon, as there's some Pokemon here. But it also could end up biting your ass. Because if you don't care about the shiny Pokemon in here, like if you don't care about these Pokemon being shiny, that's only harming you. Because more Pokemon spawn, meaning more Pokemon could be shiny that are not the Pokemon you want. So if you go the 16 area, 16, you just go here. I have a shiny Phalanx over there, which I'm not going to catch, just because I want shiny Froakie. For example, I'll just go here over and over again, and Froakie will spawn, and only shiny Phalanxes will spawn. So only 4 Phalanx over here will spawn. And unfortunately, there's 3 Fletchlings over here. There's one here that you can, it's really annoying, it will be shiny sometimes. And there's 2 Fletchlings over here, which will also be shiny. Apart from that, I don't believe there's any other Pokemon in the area that can be spawned from loading in here. I don't believe so, but if there is, apologies. Compared to Area 5, where you have all the Pokemon in Area 5 plus 16 at the back. 16 includes like Ampharos. So, say you want Alpha Ampharos as shiny, which I do have. you do it from the back. You do it from the back. Alpha spawns right here, right next to you. There's Metachams over there. There's Flaffies as well, who can be shiny. So it just depends on what Pokemon you want shiny. Like if you want Froakie shiny and Alpha Ampharos shiny, then you go for Area 5. If you just want shiny Froakie, sorry. If you want shiny Froakie as a shiny, just it. You'll go to Area 16 and just do a thing. Just Y, A, map, double A. Well, you press it a few times because it takes some time for a text to load, so you have to give it a time and then press it twice. So if you use the format is just Y, A, just Alpha Froakie, map, A, reload, and Y, A, map, A. That's all you have to do for this formula. It's quite easy. If you want to do it quicker, like if you're trying to just knock it as quick as possible, just go to Area 5. And you just do it over and over again. Shiny Froakie will spawn without you having to move, unlike Area 16. For Area 16, you do have to move a bit. But if you want to use two hands for the quicker time, you just go to Area 5 and just move it slightly with your other controller to keep reloading the zone. I don't believe we got a shiny, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no. I was gonna say it'd be really nice if we got one, but no. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now some other cool areas which I found some shiny Pokemon in, like a shiny Alpha Salamence I found. So for shiny Alpha Salamence, all you have to do here is just go up here. You don't actually have to load in if you want to do it quicker. You can always just do the Area 18 method, but you do have to pull up to the map. So here's not spawning. Here he does spawn, but you have to enter. Go to the one hand. If you want to do it with two hands, it is slightly quicker, but it's still not as quick as the Area 16, just because you do still have to roll, which does take some time. But here all you have to keep doing is just you know, Y, A, plus, A. That's all you have to do. It's really simple. To actually get this shiny Salamence, it only took me 15 minutes. I think that's really quick compared to usual hunts, but it only took me 50 minutes to actually get this shiny Salamence. That's probably my quickest hunt ever, to be honest, but that's how it went. Well, I guess I got a shiny Squirtle, which was just really lucky. I just rolled into the while they were 20, I just got a shiny Froakie, but usually it won't be that quick. So that's all you have to do for this area. If you want, like, maybe, I don't know if Beldum will, Bagon? I don't know. I don't know if Bagons will spawn from over there. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I know Salamence will spawn from outside the area. So next one, we have a shiny Alpha Magikarp. I'm not too sure how many people want an Alpha Magikarp as a shiny. But over here, Magikarp does spawn in. When you can teleport to area 2, he does spawn in. He's there. So all you have to do is roll, open the map, and do it again. That's all you have to do a few times. I'm not going to shiny hunt for any of these Pokemon because I already have them. I mean, I don't have an Alpha Gyarados. I just have a shiny Gyarados, which I got really lucky with, but I already have a shiny Gyarados, so I'm not going to bother with doing this one. But once again, this is Y, A, plus, double A. That's all you have to do. Two hands open, you know, control right here. Go over here, open it up, press double A. Roll, A, map, double A. That's all you have to do. It's a really simple method. I don't think it gets easier than that. Like, you can also go on your phone, go on TikTok, go on Reels, do whatever you want, text your, text, do emails, whatever you want to do. It's the easiest method, from my opinion, and the one that requires the least kind of attention, apart from Wild Area 3, but that one's very limited on what shinies you can get. This method works for pretty much all areas with the Pokemon at the start of the entrance, right? So next up, I'm going to show you how you get shiny Chespin from this method. Chespin does work for this method, however Skarmory does not. So start with that. We have shiny Chespin spawns in here anywhere. So let's hide this away. So we have either Diggersby or Chespin. Chespin spawns over here. However, he's not shiny. All you have to do is just keep doing this over and over again, and he will spawn. I'm gonna do this because I can't be asked. But yeah, all you have to do is Y, A, plus, double A. That's all you have to do for shiny Chespin. Shiny Fennekin does not work for this, unfortunately. Shiny Fennekin is not the only one who doesn't work. Shiny Fennekin is really the most annoying. Bench Myth, I think, takes too much time with the cutscenes, in my opinion. This one is really easy to do. You don't need two hands, just the one hand. And yeah, it's quite simple. Let's see, is he loaded? He load? No, he hasn't loaded. Fantastic, okay. Looking finally, for the last area, you can do this for all areas, but for Wild Area 20, it is a bit different, right? It is a bit different. There's two methods in Wild Area 20. So, Wild Area 20 is the method I usually mention, where you just do this. You just press Y, A, map, double A. That's all you have to do. However, there's another method in this area. So you are faster than all the Pokemon here. Malamar will hit you with Side Strike occasionally, which does hit you from far range, but he doesn't kill you. He doesn't kill you, and once he hits you once, you kind of outrange him. So all you have to do for this method is you go into the map, you go into the Wild Area 20, you pull it out, and then once you start running, so you start running over here, you start running, you put down the other controller, and now you're onto the left controller. On the blue controller, and all you have to do is just move around in a straight line, and every occasionally just look the other way, and then just press L. That's all you have to do. Press L occasionally, and this requires some attention. You have to pay some attention. Sorry, you do have to pay some attention. However, you don't have to pay that much attention because eventually you're just running a straight line basically. You don't have to look at the map. If you have it like at the side of your eye or something, you will notice the map is not running or you're not running. And we just got Shiny Malamar. Okay, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. I just got Shiny Malamar. Okay. Well, there you go. We'll get back to that once I catch this thing. There we go. We got a Shiny Malamar. Okay, that's sick as fuck. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. So, whenever you run around the map like this, you will just, like, run a straight line, and then just, like, when you do a tree, god damn, I pressed down the crouch button. You do that, and then you just go like this, and you just look up the other way, and then you and then your field of vision switches, sorry. Psychic, he fucking used Psychic on me somehow. Don't know how. Side Shock, sorry. But yeah, run a straight line, look the other way like a brief second, and then you switch lines like that. Then here's something you can do here. Kind of cool, not really, but you can't do that. So this one's quite easy. All you have to do is run around in a circle, and eventually you will get shinies probably. It does take quite a long while. There's a lot less chances, but like once you run, like say from the grass area to the steel area, the Pokemon in the grass area will have these spawns. So you just go in a circle. We'll just keep respawning Pokemon. You are out of range, so they do just respawn. Sorry about that. They do just respawn, so you do have that. And something I like to do here is just go to the corner and then use run button like straight, then to the side, and you're good. But here, like you're gonna see, hopefully Roserade has despawned because it's being a pain in the ass. And some respawns I can show it, but look over here, like that. And yeah, see, so it was a Roserade before, now it's an Alpha Gardevoir. So the Pokemon do despawn and respawn. Now there's a few areas you can do this with. So, for example, I'm gonna go to it now. Okay, I was gonna fucking Bulbasaur. So if we go to the Gibble area, you can also kind of do this. You can just run in circles. However, I'm not too sure how you'll be able to live, right? I'm not too sure how survivability goes here, but he's run a circle. Just kind of keep doing this. You kind of keep pressing the L repeatedly, and then you just run in a circle like that. You just run in a circle. If you press it repeatedly, it does kind of work, but you know it's also a bit fishy, right? But it does work. I'm not really changing where I'm looking. I'm just kind of changing how often I press the button. But if you do that, you just keep running a circle. I'm not too sure if the Pokemon despawn. I think they do, right? So like if we go here, let's just for example, we go here. So I'm on the other side of the map. Sorry, I'm on the other side of the map. So here we are. If we set the thing over here, I believe that is 67, about 70 meters. Pokemon spawning at 50 meters. So in theory, as long as they're not chasing you all the way there, they should have different spawns, in theory. I'm not too sure how well it works. You can run from outside the map, and that'll also work, probably. But you can also just spawn in at the start of the map. It won't get spawn all the Pokemon in there, but it'll keep spawning like quite a few, a decent amount. For example, once we get out of here, making sure there's no shinies around. If we go here, respawn it. And just for example, let's put a thingam here. Let's see. We're the closest we can be. Okay, that's annoying. Let's put the thing over here. That's 64. That's about 50 meters. So about half of the wall zone area respawns. About half of it spawns in. It's okay. It still kind of works, but it's not as thorough, but there's still quite a lot of Pokemon to spawn. So you can do this. You can do the whole method, Y, A, map, double A method. It's not a bad method. It still works great. It's just that Gibble is a bit like, he could spawn, he could not, so Pokemon like that is a lot harder to shiny hunt for. Like for for Wild Area 20, I've been shiny hunting for Charmander for like 5 days, and because he doesn't have a guaranteed spawn, he's like, oh, he could spawn as like one of every 4 Pokemon could spawn. It is a lot harder to spawn for shiny hunt for him. So far, I found 2 shiny Tepigs and 1 shiny Lucario, and then 2 shiny Malamars. But I found the 1 shiny Malamar is the one I just found just now, but before that, I found 1 shiny Malamar. So in general, that method is like, it works, but also it's very hit or miss for that Wild Area 20. But for like areas like this, it's also like Gible could spawn, could not. Same with Chespin, he could spawn, he could not. So it's gonna take a lot longer. But for like guaranteed areas where it's guaranteed to spawn, so like Wild Area 16, it is guaranteed. It is guaranteed. So you just go here, YA, Froakie's there. Map, AA, YA. That's all you have to do for shiny Froakie. He's guaranteed to spawn every time. As long as he hasn't run away or killed, he will spawn. He will always spawn. It is guaranteed. Now, for like same with Wild Area 3, Pikachu will always spawn. Pikachu will always spawn. And he's one of the Pokemon that can't get shiny through this turn method. He's one of the only ones. YA, AA. That's all you have to do. Pretty simple. Shiny Pikachu will eventually spawn. Now, honestly, I do have to say, just to clarify, this will be a lot easier if you have the shiny charm. I have the shiny charm. That's probably why I found the shiny Malamar just now, because I do have the shiny charm, so my chances are a lot higher. But it is a lot better. It is a lot better to have the shiny charm. But, however, it is only a matter of attempts. If you don't have it, it is only a matter of attempts. You will get it eventually. It just will happen, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so there's also one more method that I know of shiny hunting with one hand. But I haven't personally tried myself, so information here is not wrong. It's just I haven't tried it, so it might be slightly wrong. So it could be wrong, but not as far as I know. As far as I know, this is how you do it. So pretty much, a bunch of Pokemon spawn down here, right? A bunch of Pokemon spawn down here. And use if you want to save like shiny Beldum, for example. Shiny Beldum, you just go through here, walk through here, blah blah. Beldum spawns all the way over here. You make sure they spawn, whatever. Then you go back to the entrance. You pretty much want to... I don't know, hold on. Hold on, let me get the attention off me. I have to fucking kill these things. Okay, stop. Why are you chasing me? Let me just, no, why are we attacking him? Are we serious? Let me just get rid of my attention over here. Let me just get rid of that, and then we'll do it. Alright, so for example, for Beldum, right? You just want to see how they spawn, right? They're right here, they're spawned. You go back to the entrance, right? You go back to the entrance. And then you pretty much just want to go to a teleporter, which will spawn you over and over again. You go to the right, I believe... I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna see right now which one it is. But all you gotta do is just go over here, and I think you just do this. You do this, and all you have to do now is just press A and A and A, and then you just hear for the not shiny, the Beldum spawn sound, like their cry, the Pokemon cry. That's pretty much all you do. As far as I know, this method does work. I haven't tried it myself. I mean, it's my first time doing it. I haven't tried myself, so I'm not too sure. But if this is how it works, I mean, this is probably one of the quicker ones. Like, the spawn time is really quick. There's no loading screen. You just keep doing it over and over again. Now, I can't hear the Beldum's cries going on or not. I can't hear that just because I'm recording right now. If I wasn't recording, I'd be able to hear it, but it's a method that I know can work. It's a method I don't know I'm doing right. Is basically it. So I'm sure, like, if you look up how to shiny hunt for Beldum, it'll give you a more accurate description of how to do it. But I believe I did everything right. I believe so. Like, I looked it up right before doing this, but I'm personally trying myself. So we'll give it like a few more, and then we'll go check on Beldum right now. See if like we got lucky and got a shiny Beldum. We can see here that the shiny, what's called shiny Hound is not popping up, unfortunately. Well, I guess not unfortunate because I don't really want him. I don't really want him, but let's go collect that Pokeball now. Let's go collect the Pokeball. I'm sure that's pissing some people off. Dawnstone, and let's get over here. Now let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. See if Beldum spawned or not. See if he spawned. Am I going the right way? I don't know. I think so. Okay. Good. Now just go over here. Go over here. Hound respawned. And No shiny Beldum, unfortunately. No, no, no. This guy was also a pain in the ass to catch originally as well. I fucking hated catching these guys. But Pokemon's completion, oh my god, that shit was annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it for shiny Beldum. I'm not too sure how well it works, but I think that's how you do it. I think so. Well, actually, no, that's how you do it, but yeah. Okay, that is my tutorial on how to get every shiny Pokemon that's easily accessible at the spawn point. All you have to do, once again, is YA map AA. That's all you have to do. You get quite a few shinies this way. Froakie, for example, I've had like 9 Froakie so far. I've traded a few. But here you have a shiny Greninja, a shiny Alpha Froakie. Shiny Salamence is also a really easy one. Emboar does not work with that, but if you're going around in a circle, he will eventually spawn. Eventually, you know, not quick, not soon, but eventually. Same with shiny Alpha Magikarp will spawn eventually. A lot quicker than Emboar for sure. That is just how it works. The shiny method I use is pretty good. There are some other shinies like shiny Dratini, which you can get using that method. However, I don't like it just because you're on a rooftop and you're lagging with one hand, and you could miss a bridge and fall off the roof, and it's like, oh, you have to waste more time. That method is like okay, like it could work. It could work. Like I'm not saying it won't work, but it could work. But it does require some, you know, you have to change the map. You have to pay attention. With these methods, like turn your brain off. You know, just keep remember the formula. That's YA map AA. That's all you have to do. YA map AA. YA map AA. All you have to do is remember to do that every single time. Get the formula down. And eventually, shinies will just start spawning in. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if this video was helpful. Please subscribe, and peace.